What's up?
Can't see you, fucker.
Can't see me?
Can't see you at all. There you are.
I was gonna say I can see
There's the
you.
big, there's the big blob.
Woo!
So we starting now?
I guess so. It started on its own, so fuck it. Let's go. Uh, hey, welcome to another episode of Idiocracy Talk Radio. I'm Dr. B. We got Matt and we got Dipshit coming on here in a few minutes. I'm sure he'll be on at some point. Fuckface. Unless his buddy Brian doesn't show up, then he'll be crying in the corner. Hey, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about the NFL, talk about fantasy football. We're going to talk a little bit about crazy bullshit going on, politics. We're going to talk about the Reds. We're going to talk about some new shit that just came down about some funding being taken away from local schools. So stay tuned here on Idiocracy Talk Radio, my friends. Oh, wrong one.
Still a good lead. I like it.
It's idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide? It ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic. Yeah.
All right, welcome back to Idiocracy Talk Radio. Again, I'm Dr. B. We got Matt. And then there's that guy that I told you was going to show up unless his best friend didn't show up. And for some reason, he even showed up. Brian's not here, but that's okay because Josh is still here. Buckeyes, #1 in the nation, top 25, AP polls. Should have been there all along, but we proved it after week 1 against Texas. Booyah, baby. So let's start off with that, gentlemen. What do you think? What did you think of the college football week 1?
Damn good week. Damn good week. Great to have football back. Couple interesting matchups, and with 3 top 10 matchups over the weekend. Damn, what a start for college football. Ohio State kind of starting off the weekend at noon. You had Dave Portnoy there, a big old Michigan alum, giving the Buckeyes some shit outside the stadium, which is pretty cool to see. But during the game itself, I don't know if you guys watched the game, but what I seen was Arch Manning, the big Heisman hope, Texas winning the national championship. They didn't look good at all with Arch Manning. He was missing wide open throws. Was it nerves? Was it thing? But honestly, he looked like Uncle Rico throwing the ball. Little sidearm action.
Well, and Josh,
Uncle Rico's better throwing the steak than the actual football. So you can hit a target with a steak, not a football.
I mean, that kind of looked at it. So,
and Josh, it's funny because like one of the questions I was going to ask, and you pretty much answered it already, was I was going to ask you, was it that he looked good or not that good, or was our defense looking that well? But I mean, it was a combination. I think, the defense was pretty solid. They, they shut out the ranked #1 team in the nation the whole first half. Which is huge. But then also, like you said, I mean, he wasn't hitting open receivers and everything. So it was a combination, but then he really didn't improve much in the second half.
No, he did. And I want to get into one thing too. So his touchdown pass. So I was watching the LSU Clemson game, and there was a point in the game to where in Ohio State Texas game, the receiver dove for the ball in the end zone. It looked like he kind of hit the ground and it rolled over to his other arm. and they called it complete. SEC reffing crew, right? So favors Texas in that aspect. LSU Clemson, another SEC crew. Similar type of play. Player catches the ball, crosses the line, goes out of bounds, hits the ground, ball moves a little bit. They call it incomplete. There was more movement on the Texas catch than there was at LSU catch. So I think the SEC needs to have the refs review both calls and figure out exactly what the hell a catch is so we can get this shit right. Because either way,
Well, for people
it
that
brought
don't
Texas
know,
back into the game. And then we both know that LSU or Clemson and LSU were a 7-point win. That would have gave them probably another 7 points in that.
now college, do they have instant replay?
Yes, they do
Okay.
have scoring replays. They have replays for catching.
The reason I bring that up is because, I know you guys know this, but, any of the people that watch our podcast, 5 people that watch it, and I don't mean Matt's wife and stuff. But I downloaded twice just to triple our numbers. But I ref high school football, and I will tell you, high school football, we don't have instant replay, and so we are taught, one, to have a slow whistle. Reason we do slow whistles is because we want your brain to process what you just saw. And you get fans that are very pissed off, like, why did it take you so long to blow that fucking whistle? It's like, because I had to think about what the fuck did I just see? At the same time, is there, were there different angles for the refs? Were they seeing it? So from the college aspect, that's where the instant replay becomes big. When it's questionable like that, you go to the instant replay, you're able to look at it, you should be able to definitively decide, was there enough evidence to overturn it or not? Yes or no? Even in high school football, we don't have instant replay, but if we have a questionable call, we'll get together and we'll talk and go, what did you see? This is what I think I saw, or this is what I definitely saw. And we make a decision.
I get that. But there was 2 instances of SEC reffing crews. One called it an incomplete. The other one called it a catch. The one that was incomplete.
And that's what I'm saying is with the instant replay, they should be consistent.
Exactly.
They should be able to go back and look and be consistent.
Exactly. My point was the second one that they called incomplete, I didn't think the ball moved that much. The first one against Texas, the ball hit the ground, he caught it, and he had to secure it with the other arm. That means the ball was moving the whole time, and the ground kind of helped him maintain control of that ball. That one should have been incomplete, in my opinion. No. The other one, I barely seen any movement. Yes, there was some, but it was in the same arm, and to me, it looked like it was a catch.
No, I get you, and that's where I'm saying, even though there's different variables in terms of different people looking at a different time frame, different angles, all those things, the common denominator is the instant replay. Both crews have access to go back and look at instant replay, and that's where they should be consistent on making the call. They should be able to look at instant replay and go, hey, even though I didn't have the angle and stuff, now I can go back and look at the video and, oh, yeah, he jostled the ball, or, oh, you know what, he didn't. And that's where they need to utilize that more. And I feel like college refs and sometimes NFL refs get, it's almost like taboo for them to use the instant replay. It's like, no, use that fucking thing. It's there. Like, we want you to be right on your calls. Like, if you're calling something that has an impact on the game, we want you to be right.
Granted, it didn't affect either outcome of either game.
Could have.
I just wanted to see what's right.
But as you point out, it could have, because let's face it, that put Texas within 7.
It did.
That's a 2-minute drill right there.
It is. You're right. And Ohio State They didn't get the first down that they needed to keep the clock going. They had to punt it, and Texas had a chance, and then Ohio's defense prevailed.
Yeah. All right. So
and then you had Miami Notre Dame on Sunday to kind of conclude all the top 10 ranked teams, and I thought that was a pretty good back and forth game. Seemed like Miami was
kind of on top, right?
Huh?
Miami won that one, right?
Yeah, Miami won it with a last minute field goal.
I was say one of the guys on my officiating crew, he's a Notre Dame fan, and he was like, "Fucking Miami." I was like, "Oh, they lost."
Yeah, but you gotta realize Notre Dame had a rookie quarterback,
right?
Freshman.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh, they look decent for what they have. So I mean, they're going to be strong.
And you go back to last year too. Is what Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois in like week 2.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Here's the question of the day. So the Alabama Florida State game is Alabama that bad, or is Florida State that good?
I think Florida State got better. I think Alabama got worse. I think Alabama's overrated. I think their head coach is going to be on the hot seat by the end of the year. I really do.
On the hot seat.
Yeah, I mean, I really do. He finished 9-3 last year. He got beat by, unfortunately, the same Michigan team that Ohio State lost to. But they didn't look good in that game. They didn't look good against Florida State. They got dominated. They got ran over. So,
and especially when you're dealing with a fan base and a alumni and everything that is very, very expecting to win.
Well, they're used to Nick Saban winning every damn year, and they got the backup coach who became a successor, and he's winning. Don't get me wrong, but he's not doing what Saban did.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. He's going to be in the hot seat quicker.
Correct. It's very hard.
Other teams that aren't necessarily as have that history of winning.
No,
he's going to be in the hot seat a lot quicker.
It's very hard for you to come in and coach after a legend leaves, right? The only team in the last 30 years, I will say this confidently, that has moved on from coaches and it's worked out for them has been Ohio State. They've been the most consistent. You go from Jim Cooper. The only reason why they fired Jim Cooper because he couldn't beat Michigan. They hired Jim Tressel. Jim Tressel was always had a winning record. Always was kind of up top. They had that Luke Fickell year where Tattoo Gate got in the mix, so we don't really count that year. But then you had Urban Meyer for 5-6 years, and then you move right on to Ryan Day. That period, Ohio State hasn't really lost a bunch. You go back to
hold on before you go. Hold on. See, so what you should switch into. Sorry to cut you off. Is because there's a chance for a sponsor. You get Just for Men Ryan Day.
Hey, just because my beard's turning gray and I need some Just for Men for my beard. I'm just saying.
It's like it's working for Big Joe right there. Sponsor us.
Sponsor. But
kind of moving on a little bit from college football, let's talk about the Reds. So sticking with the sports, holy shit, what the hell's going on with the Reds?
Ellie De La Cruz is not getting the ball in the field. He is not hitting for power. It's affecting their lineup.
I'm pretty sure there's more than one person on that team.
Yeah, but everything moves with Ellie. I mean, he's the superstar, right? He's the one that everybody's banking on to be the next big thing.
He's your future. That's what you're trying to say.
Yep. And now, I mean, it's not just him. It's Matt McLean. He's batting like 200. You had a couple of the Reds just completely fall off the cliff and falter the last couple weeks. I think they got exposed a little bit with the Dodgers, the Brewers. We knew it was going to be a very, very tough month. We had the hardest schedule. But if you want to be a playoff team and you want to make moves in the postseason, you've got to find a way to win, and that's the one thing the Reds just couldn't do and hasn't done this month so far.
Well, it's like I was watching a little TikTok video today, and they went on a spiel for about 2 straight minutes about Red Stadium, Great American Ballpark. It's one of the friendliest hitting stadiums in the MLB. So why aren't we going out getting this thumpers? You know, let them bat 200. Half our team's batting 200 anyway, but at least they might get 30 to 40 home runs. You know, might strike out a lot. Where's our thumper at? Like, we're not hitting for shit.
Nope.
You know, we're number 27th right now in MLB at home runs. Our biggest home run hitter is Ellie. He hasn't hit a home run. He's only hit one home run in 3 months. Stolen bases were up last year. We were number 1. Now we're number 17?
Yeah, we're not
Hey,
stealing.
Cincinnati,
We
we're
were
good at stealing.
we were 81 better than the second place team last year in stolen bases. And we still got the same damn team. And Frio was pretty hurt last year, so he's a steal bill. He steals too for us too. But
I mean, Ellie De La Cruz just hasn't been stealing either. They haven't moved. I think that's Terry Francona. He's not big on stealing bases, which I think is a mistake.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not the biggest person who's happy at word about their trades at the deadline, but they're not bad. Hayes at third base has been excellent. You know, Littell coming in, the guy's an inning eater. He pitched tonight. I mean, he was up 5-1. Let them come back and tied it, but you're also playing the number 1 team in the fucking, over the Yankees in Boston. So Toronto's doing something. But they fucking put 12 runs on us again tonight,
Yeah.
Reds put 8 up tonight. They're fighting.
They're fighting.
But just like, they're fighting. That's the only thing you can hope for. But Marte in right field, it's learning.
I mean, he's
Don't put him in the center.
everything I'm
Don't put him in
hearing
the center.
too is who's the real superstar on that team? Is it Ellie or is it Marte? Marte's really he's hitting the ball off the cover last month. He's hitting over 300. I mean,
I think since he's been moved to right field, he's hitting the fucking shit out of it.
yep.
I mean, he's not a massive home run hitter, but he's batting fucking legit 290 since he's been fucking moved to right field.
And I hate to
And
say, I think it's time for Ellie to move out of the infield and go to the outfield. He's a problem in the infield. He has too many errors.
Dude, that's what people said. They said he's only 23 years old and still give him that time. I mean, do you give him another season? I'm not a coach. I'm not Tito. Tito has a good rep, and he's been in a World Series champ twice. He knows his shit. He didn't come back just for the money. He came back because of the game. I think he battled cancer or an illness. Came back. He misses the game. He's an old-timer guy that just needs to be at the game,
I mean, I don't think it's all his fault anyway, at all. So I'm not blaming Tito.
First year.
Exactly.
First year, man. It's the way I look at it.
Yeah, it's his first year.
So
You gotta get him in there, let him click with the team and everything. But the Reds organization has to surround him with better pieces. The offseason, you didn't go out and do anything. The trade deadline, you didn't go out and really do it. You made a couple moves, but it really wasn't the big move that you needed to make. It's like they're scared to do that.
Impressed with those moves.
well, it's just crazy. You go out and you get, is it Ken Brian Hayes, who still has 5 years left on his contract. Don't get me wrong, superb defender. And he's hitting the shit out of the ball since he joined us. But you got a salute of fucking like shortstops, up and coming. McLean still can play shortstop too itself. And you go out and get one of the better defensive infielders in the game. I mean, I'm happy about it. But at the same time, what are you going to do with all these other players you got in triple A, double A, and single A? Whether it's high, low, in the minor leagues. But sooner or later, you got to figure something out, man. You're not trading these motherfuckers for anything.
Nope.
You should have went out and got a thumper in fucking right field or left field. But what they did is they got Ken Brian Hayes to play third base. Marte's a good hitter. Let's just do a project, and we're halfway through the season.
Yeah, I
Let's
mean,
put him in the right field.
they could have went out and got Suarez if they wanted to. They don't want to pay the money. They didn't want to pay Arizona what they need to do to get that thumper. I mean, there's a thumper that's a free agent next year. He just happens to be from Middletown, Ohio.
But they're talking about 45. That's about 45 million a year, I think, just per year.
You know what?
You
got to make a move.
That's 3/4 of our paycheck.
Yeah, but you got to make a move. If you want to continue, you're going to have to pay the money. Sorry.
I'm okay with that, but we need a whole new outfield. Period. Now, if Ellie goes to the outfield, that's great. You know, who do you put at shortstop then? McLean?
Well, I mean, they've got people down in AAA that could go right into Sal. Isn't Sal an infielder?
Sal's a third baseman, second baseman / first baseman.
So there you go.
Right now.
You move Sal over to the second, and you can move McLean over to short. But now here's the thing with McLean is, I know he got hurt last year. His first year he was amazing. Last year he got hurt and didn't really play. This year he's absolutely terrible. So if he doesn't get back to form, like he was the 1 year, do we try to move him? Get somebody else up there?
Yeah, but with the Reds, you agree with me, I think, on this. I think the Reds need to go out and with these, they're not rookies, but with these youngsters still in their early 20s, they need to sprinkle some veteran depth in there. I mean, if you really want to contend, you've got to put some veterans in there that know how to play the goddamn game.
And I think that's where the Reds have lost it. They haven't had that veteran presence in a long time, since probably Scott Rowland. Joey Votto wasn't that big locker room presence. So I think that's kind of what they're missing, and that's what they need. They need to go out and get.
He was a leader in the clubhouse for sure. You know, you agree on that. He just wasn't one of those guys that would just go out and like say, "Hey, let's go team." You know,
exactly.
Like I'm not gonna, but he was there for the team. Obviously, we all know that.
Oh yeah, I mean, he absolutely loved it. But I mean, he wasn't that person that was gonna get up in your face, and if you fucked up, I'm like, no, you need to fucking fix this shit. That's how Scott Rowland was. That's what the Reds are missing. They're missing that piece to help these young guys grow up in the big leagues.
Scott Rowland had that pedigree of a World Series champion. That's probably why.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. Like I said, you guys sprinkle some veterans in there, man. You need to get a thumper out there in fucking left field. That's what you need. You just need some fucking Adam Dunn, Sean Casey-ish. Fucking Ken Griffey Jr. sprinkled in there, man, somewhere along the line. I mean, I'm with you. I would love to go out and get Swarber, but I would rather do that $45 million per year spread out 3 ways.
Yeah, but you can do exactly what the Dodgers have done. You know what? Hey, I'm going to pay you this much money. I'm going to pay you $20 million these 3 years, and then I'll defer the rest. That's exactly what the Dodgers have been doing. That's what they did with Ohtani.
I guess. So let's have a Bobby Bonilla every day, every year for the next 20 years.
Oh, you don't do it over 20 years. You do it like, hey, I'll pay you this much, and then for the next 3 years, after that or whenever, I'll continue to pay you, even if you're not on team.
Yeah, but that California shit, we got a new fucking MLB contract out there. They can afford all that shit. They'll pay a luxury tax every year.
Yeah, but I mean, come towards the end of that contract, they're paying that guy $50 million. He's not even going to be on this fucking team. So I don't even know how they're going to be able to do half the shit. That's kind of what the Eagles have been doing too.
$50 million just not be on the team.
Yeah,
sponsor me.
I mean, we've been paying King Griffey Jr. for the last, I don't know how many years.
Oh, I know.
He was off a contract last year.
Okay.
He was our third highest. He was our third highest paid player last year.
Yep. Like you mentioned,
last
Bobby
time?
Bonilla, $1 million every single year.
Well,
July 3rd, every year. $1.5 million.
to throw out stupid things, I'm going to move forward a little bit, and we're going to talk about Matt's favorite politician. Okay. Because
Matt's got a lot to say.
Absolutely loves this guy, and I'm going to share the video.
Bob to say.
There we go.
Problem as long as red states.
Oh shit! He's getting his hat on.
30% of your adult residents are functionally illiterate. Fewer than 1 in 3 Chicago school children can read at grade level. 80% of your Black children are born to fatherless homes. Your homeless rate tripled in 2024. There were 1,200 store burglaries in June alone, and those are just the ones that were reported. You gonna blame Indiana for that too? If the simple act of possessing a gun led to gun violence, then the entire state of Montana would look like a Quentin Tarantino movie. It doesn't, though. The truth is that you have a liberal policies problem that leads to a poverty, addiction, and crime problem. And until
So, ironically enough, and people, if they have not seen that video or seen the full thing, yes, the mayor of Chicago actually blamed most of, if not all of his gun violence on red states.
I didn't
Second Amendment.
I didn't see anything. Did it actually play?
It played.
Ah, okay.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
He paused it. And he was talking to Brian. Sorry. So good.
No, I swear to God, I didn't see it.
Seen it now?
No, I see it's just a black screen.
Huh?
All I see is a black screen. Weird.
Just look at our video from earlier that I sent you, buddy. It's the same one that I sent about an hour ago.
Oh, I know. I read what he said.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, I was just preemptively tell you that Josh is not. He's just having technical issues. He's not being racist because the mayor's black, and he's saying it's just a black screen.
Well, black.
I'm just praying. Don't cancel him. Don't cancel him. Oh.
Well, not about 90% of that video had a white woman talking the entire time anyway. So he's just blaming the red states for all the gun violence in Chicago.
Right. Which is funny because
yeah, but did you know it is legal to buy guns in Illinois too? Did you guys know that?
Well, you're allowed to buy guns in any state.
Oh, no, I'm just making sure everybody knows that
but
you can buy guns
is that
in Illinois.
This is another example of a liberal politician that wants to point the finger at everyone else instead of looking at what's the actual problem. You know, I mean, I know you guys saw, I don't know if you saw my Facebook post where, unfortunately, very, very sad about the Minneapolis shooting. And of course, it was done by somebody with mental health issues. But of course, liberals come out and the first thing they say is, we need more gun control. And it's like, no, because you already have gun restrictions. You already have gun laws. You already have gun background checks. You already have all these things. And they're not stopping the crazies because you know why? Laws only stop law-abiding citizens.
Well, to get to your point, and if you look at the states that has the highest gun regulations are the ones that have the most murders in their cities or most gun crimes in their cities.
To a point. Now, where liberals have been using what data they've been using to combat that is they go, oh no, look at per capita. Look at per capita. The percentage, look at it. Per capita, this state has higher or this city has higher. And it's like, motherfucker, you got, like, Chicago's already had like 500 or 600 murders.
It's like 300.
In the first 9 months.
Well, this is where the mayor,
so the crime rate's down.
Yeah, this is where the mayor and also the governor are indirectly
Piece of shit.
Well, they're hiding the real truth. If you look, yes, they are right. Some of these red states do have some of the most murderous cities, but they're run by Republican governors. But go down to the city. Who's running the city that these crimes are committing? They're Democrat blue mayors. That's where they are not telling you the truth.
Well, let me ask you this. Our mayor in Cincinnati is a
Democrat.
And our crime rate has gone
up.
Well, hold on. It's gone up in certain areas, but it's went down in certain areas.
Yep.
Because he's put more police patrol downtown, but on the outskirts of downtown, I'm not talking about like these subdivisions or anything. The outskirts, crime has gone up because he's forcing more patrol downtown.
Yep. And another example is Tennessee. Tennessee has a red governor, and one of the cities, Memphis, has a huge crime problem. But guess who Memphis is run by? A Democrat mayor.
Huh. It's so odd.
So when they came out with the top 10, it was funny is when they said, "Oh, you look at some of these states with the highest, and two of them are ran by red governors." Yeah, but then you dive deeper, and it's a blue mayor that's running the cities. The mayor runs the cities that have the crime. The governor is supposed to help the mayor when that mayor asks for help. It's not the governor's job to police the city. It's the mayor's job to police the city.
But if the mayor's not getting it done,
the governor
can step in. The governor can step in, but the governor is actually backing the mayor up in this situation, which is fucking funny as fuck.
It's because they don't want people to really see what the hell is going on in Chicago.
Well, no, because then they'll look like fucking idiots. Because here's the thing, like the funny thing is like their logic is that because red states basically don't have as strict as gun policies as these like Chicago does, which is funny because even though they have strict gun policies, they still have high gun violence. But that's because here's the thing. It's not, and this is where people get mixed up. It's not a law-abiding citizen that's traveling over to Indiana and buying the guns and then transporting them to Chicago. Who is it? Oh, it's the gangbangers. It's the drug dealers. It's the people that break the fucking law.
Now let's kind of dig into that a little bit. Let's kind of go like stay on the left side of this world and figure this out. Like where the problems are. Like look at your international airports right now. Washington D.C. is a big one. New York's a big one. Chicago's a big one. Trump's sending these his National Guard in to these cities to clean it up. And these people are fighting back. And who runs these cities? Let's see. Like you said, the left side. Okay, so they want to keep these international airports open because drug smugglers are just bringing in the money. And they send money to these states. I mean, let's just be honest. The cartel is winning here in the long run.
Oh, I mean absolutely. The cartel's winning.
Three of the biggest international airports. Trump wants to fucking start stopping the gangbangers and all the criminals. Is Baltimore, New York, Chicago. I mean, you probably go on to a fourth and a fifth, but look at all these guys saying, "Hey, he comes into our city, we're going to do this."
Well, here's
motherfucker. Just this past fucking weekend, 52 people got shot in Chicago over Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
7 killed, 52 shootings.
And
you're good, man. Go ahead.
And to your point, Matt, is You go to one of the biggest national airports, New York. What was going on in the subway system in New York? A lot of crime. And guess what the governor did? Brought in the National Guard to help patrol the subway system. And guess what? The subway system is safer. The mayor, Trump, went into D.C. with the National Guard, with the mayor's support, and she is a liberal, so she has came out and said, yes, the National Guard here has helped crime big time. Reduce crime big time. So the 2 times that Trump is trying to bring in the National Guard, actually 3 times, because he did it in LA with the riots. All 3 times, crime has gone down in them cities. I'm just saying, something's working in that aspect.
Well, and to your point, like you said, there have been situations where they, the liberal governor has brought in the National Guard to assist, and they're okay with it because they did it.
Yep.
The minute Trump does it, it's hell's breaking loose. Like, how dare he?
Well, they think he's trying to turn it into a dictatorship, and
that's the propaganda they're trying to sell.
No, I know. That's exactly what they're saying. No, he's trying to.
The average citizen is eating it up like fucking Cheerios on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, but you go to people in Chicago. They said something's got to change. Quit fucking talking to the politicians. Talk to the people on the ground. They want something done to help reduce crime in these cities.
Yeah, most of the
feel
people
safe.
there don't want to live like that.
No.
Don't get me wrong. Chicago itself, beautiful city, beautiful downtown. Yes, is it the west side? Is it the east side?
The
yes,
south side.
Or is it the north side? South side. I get what you're saying. We got to go clean that shit up. But the problem is he's not cleaning shit up.
No.
He doesn't want to arrest. He doesn't want to arrest people with little baby warrants. Like if there's pull over, like a guy went too fast. We're not going to pull him over. Why should we pull him over? We got other stuff to worry about. Still breaking the fucking law.
But here's the problem: is the police, they feel handcuffed in Chicago, right? Because they know, okay, I'm going to arrest this guy for this crime. They're going to get in the court system and they're going to be let go. The mayor doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care. He doesn't have the police union doesn't have his back anymore. Just like in Cincinnati, the GOP came, or what's the cop thing down there? They already voted no confidence in the mayor here. That's going on in Chicago. These people do not like that mayor at all. He would be a one-term mayor and out. He is fucking trash.
On top of that, your captain is getting sued by her own police department, by the white males, because she won't promote them.
Mm-hmm.
Not racial discrimination, but promote them. But I get what you're saying.
Well, but she's not promoting them because they're white males. So to your point, anyone that's not understanding what Matt tried to say, this will help you out.
This time at knife point, he needs your legal advice.
Thank you. You read my fucking
mind.
I
still can't see shit.
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
Perfect.
Very simplistic. Stop breaking the law, asshole.
You did it right. You there, Josh? I think Josh backed off and tried to kick back on so we can see it.
God, that's the worst. Yep, I see. Stop breaking the law, asshole.
They just don't understand, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Do we all break the law in some ways? Yes. Now, we get caught, we make adjustments to our lifestyle. Like, do I still want to do this? Do I still do that? No, I don't. I don't want to be like that. So that's the reason we do Ubers. You know, we ever get a DUI, go to Ubers. You know, it's
Well,
out there for you.
and also to
Welcome
your
back, Josh.
well, also Matt, like you're saying, like, is there anyone out there that hasn't broken a law? Probably not, because what people don't realize is even when you drive, if you go even 1 mile over the speed limit, you're breaking the law. Okay?
Actually, you're not.
No, actually, you are breaking the law.
No, you're not.
Speed limit is, so example, it's 65. If you go 66, a officer can give you a ticket.
Yeah, but you could probably fight it and win. It's suggested speeds, but not law speeds.
Last time I looked at, okay, you're one of those fucking guys. Okay, if anybody's wondering, Josh is gonna be the next guy on the fucking TikTok. He's like, I'm not rolling down my window. I want a supervisor. I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
Supervisor, give me a
I'm
supervisor.
traveling. I'm not driving. I'm
Stop it, I
traveling.
love you. Hey, bring me a cup of ice now.
No,
So-
I mean they are suggested speeds. They're not.
They're not.
They're
not
suggested speeds. They are.
Nowhere on the sign does it say you can't maybe do
They
this. It
they
says
make up
speed limit.
they do, but it's suggested. I'm just saying.
No, it's not. You're a fucking idiot. Anyway, okay. Anyway,
Well, Josh, move to Chicago.
no, to my point, because he's trying to get me riled up and he's a fuckface. So anyway, to my point, people break the law, but like you said, Matt, if you break the law and you get caught, you make adjustments. You don't keep doing it. Okay, you get a ticket, you make adjustments. You learn not to drive that fast, or you be smart. You drive the same speed as the rest of everyone else. You're not flying past everybody and stick out like a sore fucking thumb. But you get all these fucking people that they break the law and then they cry and whine like little bitches because they get arrested. Oh, how dare they put me in handcuffs? You fucking robbed a bank. What the fuck do you think they're gonna do?
Prove it. Prove it. You said your name right there on the fucking screen. You were wearing your name badge from your work that day.
Well, here
How do you get fired on your day off?
So I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of a scenario where, so a friend of mine that I know, her and her cousin were in a car. Okay,
Not Brian, right?
I said her and her cousin, not Brian and his BFF. Anyway, so they're fucking, they're driving. They go to a gas station, and this car pulls up, and is waiting. Well, it starts to get too close to the vehicle, and then the girl gets out and starts running her mouth and everything else. Well, the girl that's running her mouth goes back to her car like she's going to get something. Well, my friend goes to her car, and she's got a concealed carry. Okay, she gets her concealed carry out, and she doesn't point at anybody or anything like that, but she's got it because she doesn't know what this fucking girl that's yelling and screaming and cussing and threatening them is going back to her car to get. Well, anyway, the girl sees my friend has her concealed carry, calls the cops, all shit. Okay, well, fast forward, cops don't show up right away. My friend and her cousin go back to their house. Well, the police pull up to the car, okay, because they got the license plate off the video and everything. Well, they pull up, and what do you think an officer's going to do when there's somebody suspected of having a firearm in the vehicle? Yes, they're going to show up. No, they're not shooting. Quit doing the finger trigger. They're not shooting, but they are going to have their firearms drawn, because guess what? There's a threat. There's a fucking firearm, okay? Well, my friend and her cousin are sitting here telling me, oh, the reason they had their guns out is because I'm black. I'm like, no. I'm like, that's not why they had it. I wasn't even there, but based on what you told me, the officer was responding to the threat. They don't show up and go, hey, how's it going? I heard you had a gun in the car. Can you hand that to me? That's not how the world works. Okay? Like, I get so tired of people doing shit and then blaming it on everything else. No, you fucked up. Like, did you show your gun? Yes. Okay. Did the cops respond? Yes. Now, fast forward, one of the officers did make some comments after all this that was very questionable. And honestly, if I would hope they had it on body cam, and hopefully she raised a shit stink, and that guy gets fired, because if he said the shit that she said he said, he's a racist fuck, and he needs to be fired. But the initial them showing up, she's like, well, how do they know I wasn't some new passenger? And she didn't drop off the one that had the gun. I'm like, you're right, they don't. But they can't walk in and just ask you. It's a threat to their life. Like, you don't know. Like, that's where the people that are not police officers and don't have their lives at risk every single day don't fucking understand that when an officer pulls a car over, they can get shot.
Yeah.
Just for a simple traffic stop.
That's the reason in Chicago the mayor doesn't want his police pulling people over for petty shit, because, well, officers probably don't want to pull them over anyway because it leads to that type of shit.
Yeah.
Let's be honest with it.
And it would raise his numbers.
He doesn't want to report that shit.
Right. Oh, absolutely. And that's just it. And I guarantee you that, like, so it's all about trying to avoid, and unfortunately, it's making the cities unsafe. Like, even here in Cincinnati, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, how many fucking cars do you drive past on a daily basis that don't have tags on them? They've got expired tags. So if they got expired tags, they probably don't have insurance. So if they hit your car, you're fucked. Then on top of that, like, they drive like fucking idiots, and there's no officer in sight because they don't want to fuck with it. And to some point, I don't blame them, but unfortunately, what's going to happen is these liberal politicians, these liberal individuals that have these viewpoints, they're going to keep pushing to where we're actually going to end up like the old Wild Wild West, where it's going to literally be fuck around and find out.
With you. I mean, fuck. I work in a grocery store. I see a guy coming in. I see he has a holster with a gun in it. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of fucking freak out. Maybe he's concealed. He just does it for protection. But fuck, man, kind of makes me a little bit nervous. You see people coming in with these.
That happened today at my store, and we have a sign that's posted. Can't bring your guns into the store. Which, when my employee told me, I was like, yes, I completely understand. You have every right to tell that person that they have to return their weapon into their car because you can't have it in the store. But you also are running the risk of telling that customer, hey, you got to go to the store, and him arguing back, hey, it's Ohio, it's open carry. I can do whatever the hell I want to. Was it, to my point, was it worth the argument, or just, you know what? You're in here, you're paying your bill. Let me get you in, let me get you out.
Yeah, but you know what? How's he if he's disgruntled about that bill or not? You know what kind of day it motherfuckers having.
No, I get that.
But here's the thing. See, and that, I get what you're saying, but that's also to the extreme. I mean, you think about it, how many people, I'm going to look it up real quick. I want to see, I'm just curious. So,
oh, so sorry that Brian kept you up last night there, Josh. Sorry.
he was over there watching the Buckeye game.
That was on Saturday.
It's been a long night. It's catching up with you now.
Mean, Monday I was over there for the draft. We played some Beersby.
Oh, on Monday?
Yep.
Yeah,
You're invited to come. What's that?
I said, how many teams were involved? I mean, how many people were in the draft? 10-man draft?
10. Yeah.
So,
yeah. Brian said you and Kristen didn't want to join that one, so.
What do you want? No, what I'm doing. I had to work. It's time and a half for me.
Yeah.
So here's a perfect example, okay? And this is just the concealed carry, okay? Not the open carry, all right? Do you know how many concealed carry licenses were issued in the state of Ohio currently?
3,000.
Almost 800,000.
Way to let me guess. Did
You were going to say like 3.1 because you like to do that Price is Right bullshit.
that's not Brian
But-
Myth.
Close enough. You've been right.
Nah. So
Congratulations, Josh. You got it right.
Yes.
almost 800,000 licenses issued, okay? Now think
Hey,
about it.
Jeff, can you shut up for a minute so I can congratulate Josh? Good job, Josh. Just want to piss Joe off. Sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway,
Train of thought.
so almost 800,000 licenses issued, but yet we don't have this dramatic increase in gun violence in Ohio, okay? The reason I'm bringing to that point is, yes, can somebody be pissed off about their bill? The likelihood of that individual that is also a open carry or concealed carry individual also doing something stupid is fairly low compared to the jackasses that don't have a license, don't follow the open carry rules. You know, those are ones, and unfortunately, you don't know they have one until it's too late. You know, so you can't deal with people based on fear. But to your point, Josh, like you're talking about, like, you know, should your employee been able to? Yes. Should the guy complain? No, because he knows the rules. Do I personally think that stores and schools and stuff like that have those signs are stupid? Yes, because you are literally telling a criminal that there is no one in this building that can protect themselves. That's a bad idea. That is exactly what that sign says. Is guess what? You're going to break the law and come in here. No one else in this building has any way to protect themselves from you.
Well, I'll give props to my company. They do have good security. Who are armed, so I'll give them that.
Well, you
Sorry,
do have
did you
security.
just literally say your company has good security?
Hey,
What's
they have security.
armed?
They have
Now
armed
with the other
security.
stuff, armed security. That's all I'm going by, Josh.
Okay.
Now the other stuff that goes on, it's out of control sometimes.
the
Right.
guy, I'm not going to mention what place that I shop at all the time, and the guy is literally not doing a goddamn thing. He's going outside smoking more than he is trying to protect anything.
But
well-
at least I get what you're saying, but there's a presence there.
And that's the big point. There's a deterrent because let's be honest. What people don't realize is that there is, because here's the thing. Most fucking people that do shit, like example, the Minneapolis bullshit, okay? I guarantee you that motherfucker had a mental health issue. And if there would have been somebody in that building that was able to protect themselves, that fucker second guesses because, oh shit, it's a whole different story when bullets are coming back at you.
Well, I mean, to mention anything about that guy was obsessed with killing kids.
Oh yeah,
That came out.
The fucked up part about that is his mom was a teacher at that church.
Yep. And he went to that church.
It was one of the two. So it's like, yeah. So it's like he had issues. Maybe could accept life.
But again, proven point. Like you don't have it. You're not mentally stable if you have thoughts of killing kids.
No, and then on top of that, this is the one thing that people didn't realize because they removed the YouTube video of him saying this. He regretted doing the transition.
Mm-hmm.
He went from male to female, and he hated it. He absolutely hated it.
He said he regretted brainwashing
because
himself.
he felt he was brainwashed.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you know what's funny is, like, speaking of that individual, did you see that CBS, I think it was CBS, like put out an apology because they said he instead of she?
Yeah.
I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Wrong pronoun.
Like,
Yeah.
like here's the thing. At a certain point, like especially with scumbags like that, I hate that somebody had mental health issues, but guess what? Here's my thing. There are millions of people in the world, billions, that probably have health issues, mental health issues, okay? And of those, 99.9% do not harm other individuals. So, and I guarantee you somebody would try to cancel me for this, but I'm gonna fucking say it, and you can fuck yourself if you don't like it. But guess what? If you're one of those mental health people that harms other people, you should be put down like a fucking stray dog.
And
Yeah, I mean,
we just got canceled.
There was a shooting. There was a shooting here just this past weekend in Mount Washington. A guy shot 3 people, had mental health issues. Guess what he did? Shot himself. Thank you. I mean,
Well, thank you, but I wish you would have done it before he shot the 3.
Yes, I want to send prayers out to the 3 that got shot, but I get it, bro. I mean, who doesn't have mental issues in this day and age? I mean, ever since the internet came out, man, it's been like broadcasting more shit than anything else.
Well, and that's just
Weird.
it. Everybody has like, so example, like, so traumas. Okay, the percentage of people in the world that have experienced some kind of trauma is over 80% of the world. So therefore, that's life. Okay, we experience traumas. Now, are there some traumas that are more impactful than others? Like, your cat being ran over when you're 5 versus, a college girl being raped. Those are 2 different traumas. Okay. I'm not putting them in the same category in the sense of, one is definitely going to have a bigger impact than the other. But everyone and their mother has some kind of traumas, which means that we all deal with some kind of mental health something. The point being, going back to, like I said, 99.9% of people that have mental health issues, and it could be the entire fucking world, don't go around hurting people.
Joe, since you're right there, I want you to look this up. So I want you to look up mass shootings compared to criminal shootings.
Well, I mean,
See what the percentage difference is.
the criminal shootings. It's way higher. So to kind of go where you're going, Matt, I will tell you this: if these people really cared about gun control, you go back 22 years ever since kind of Columbine. I think they said maybe there's 30 murders, 30 kids that were shot and killed since Columbine in mass school shootings.
Which is too many.
Which is absolutely. But how many kids are shot and killed every single day in a Chicago, in a New York?
Drive-bys.
There's a lot more kids killed and murdered.
Well, and to add to that, Josh, like, these liberals, they talk about, oh, well, our kids should be able to go to school safe. Well, guess what? My kids should be able to play in their yard safe.
Yeah. Yep. Now that was brought up a question to Trump, and one of the question was, would you consider putting a National Guardsman at every single school? And I think he was trying to skirt away from the question a little bit with the answer, but in the end he said no, that's not even on the table. I think he was talking about arming the teachers, arming somebody that has a military background, has some sort of police background there. Not locking the doors, because if that person gets into the building, then the police and anybody else, they can't get into the building. The basically the shooter's locked in the school with free reign over everything. So how do we fix it? I think the schools need to hire somebody to sit out there. I think there needs to be a police officer at every school.
I get what you're saying. Not a police. I'm on the same guidelines with you. Not a police officer. Well, let's go to what Joe used to be, a retired vet. Why not?
What do you mean?
Someone who has. What's that?
You said I used to be a retired vet. I'm still am.
No, you only get one day. You're not important. You don't get 30 days. You get 1 day.
But anyway, you get what I'm saying. Like, let's say, get somebody, you know, what I'm saying
Days, I don't
that's
get best friend.
that could be something, you know, when they come back from, you know, their training and shit like that. You
No,
know,
I
like
agree with you.
be a local security guard like that. But the thing is, there's no government funding for that. You know, and the school has to pay that shit out
Well,
to pay for that security guard.
Hey, you know what?
Not only
If
that-
my taxes have to go up so much times everybody else to pay a salary for a police officer, I'll do it. I'll do it all day
Hey,
long.
I tell you what, I will volunteer to pay more on my taxes for that instead of more for taxes for EBT. I'll tell you that right now. So just to give you some numbers here, okay? So in the Army National Guard, there are currently approximately 109,000 members, okay, in the Army National Guard, okay? Do you know how many schools there are?
900,000 to 1 million schools. I don't know.
Matt, you want to guess? Because I'll give you a chance.
2 million.
115,000. Okay. So there's more schools than there are Army National Guard members. So even the question of would you put an Army National Guard member in every school? We don't have enough members. Okay. So you'd literally be taking the whole Army National Guard and putting them in schools. It's not sustainable. It's not doable.
Yeah, but also I'm talking about retired vets too.
Retired police officers,
because-
retired vets, retired police officers, security guards.
All of those are viable options. I'm just saying when the when the reporter asked Trump, well, why can't you do this? Here's why, fuckface. It's not reasonable. Like, that's just like
Or what you could do, if you're smart, you fucking put a police car right up front. That's a deterrence right away. Like, oh shit, I can't get into this school. There's a fucking cop already here. Who knows if the cop's there or not?
The vehicle too?
Huh?
Now we gotta pay for the fucking vehicle too?
I'd pay $60,000 just as fucking.
So the funny thing is, when that Minneapolis thing happened, I was there to pick my daughter up, and there was 2 Green Township officers circling the building. Then they left, like during pickup time. Just doing their job. They're told to go up there, I guess. I don't know.
Well, that's the nice thing about Oak Hills School District too, is every single school in the morning typically has a police officer right there.
Well, and it's funny you say that. So going on to one of our other topics that I want to talk about before we end the show. So
Brian's my best friend.
It just came out today that so Southwest Ohio School District is losing $2 million in their budget. And their superintendent, the first thing he said would be cut if they could not find funding was, you guessed it, the resource officers and the nurses. So why would he say that? Well, let's use a scare tactic. Well, if we can't find the money, we're going to have to cut safety and health. Like, we can't cut any other bullshit things that we're wasting money on. Or, I don't know, maybe the superintendent take a fucking pay cut.
What school district is this?
Southwest.
What's Southwest?
Harrison.
Oh, Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're like the fastest growing area in the city.
Well, but that's the funny thing. They're still getting income from all but the government cut $2 million out of the budget from.
Gotcha.
That's Trump. That's Trump doing this shit. He's trying to pull funds because of shit.
And I just thought it was ironic that the superintendent, like, of all the things you could say, first words out is, well, we're going to look for options. And I'm paraphrasing here, but we're going to look for options. But if we can't find the funds, then we're going to have to cut the resource officers because, we used to only have 2 resource officers for every like 5 schools or whatever, and nurses. We only had 2 nurses for every like 6 elementary school or something like that. Well, now we've got a nurse in every school, and we got a resource officer in every school, and we're going to have to cut that back. There's not other things you could cut. That's the first thing you want to go to.
Well, they're gonna go liberal on it. They're gonna hit the hardcore shit. That's why. What's
Well,
gonna
yeah, they're
affect
going to go liberal on it
the
because most
environment?
of the education system is fucking liberal, and it's disgusting.
It is.
So, but yeah, I thought that was ironic. I read that article today, and I was just like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" Like,
I'm sorry if you go if you took a poll from the people that have kids in them schools, guarantee the resource officers and nurse they would want to keep. How about, like you said, okay, Mr. Superintendent, we instead of you making $200,000 a year, you're going to make $150,000. You're going to take the $50,000 pay cut,
right? And then, let's look at here. Do we need 4 administrators in certain buildings?
No.
Joe.
No.
Joe, look it up. That little boy says, bullshit.
Bullshit.
I'm not taking a pay cut. I'm not taking a pay cut. Bullshit. Bullshit.
I mean, my company, I've had to take a pay cut.
I heard about your company paying pay cuts. I know a guy that doesn't get paid shit anymore.
Yeah, I know, right? It still makes $80-something thousand a year. Almost 90.
Hey, why don't we divert this a little bit, because it's about to be NFL season, guys. Let's start off.
Football Nordamericano.
Yeah, let's go off on a good note here before we end the fucking night, y'all. So I know football starts tomorrow night. The Eagles in Dallas. Then you got, is it Kansas City and Raiders?
No,
and Brazil?
Chargers. The Chargers.
Chargers?
The Los Angeles Chargers.
Bullshit. There he is.
I can view that video. I can see that one this time.
Bullshit?
Bullshit. So, I mean, well, obviously we're going to be rooting for the Chargers. I mean, let's just be honest. But let's get to the Bengals, man. Let's hit this hard. We need to come out and we need to start off strong. I mean, stronger than strong. First 2 games, we need to dominate. First 2 games.
Yeah, you're right. The Bengals need to come out strong. I think their offense looked really, really good. It almost seemed like they were almost mid-season form, but I mean, they didn't really play too many number ones and probably some vanilla defenses to start in preseason. And I mean, Cleveland does have a pretty good defensive line. They got some good corners. I think they're a little bit older on the outside, though. It's all going to be up to what our offensive line can do with Myles Garrett. That's it. He's the game record.
Line in general is going to be our make or break.
So
that's going to be our. And
can
well, they predicted. Sorry, I was just going to say, so ESPN and a few others predicted that the Bengals are going to lose their first 4 out of 5. Or not their first, but 4 out of their first 5 are going to be losses, according to the experts.
I mean, they got a tough.
So what's the game spread in the first game? Anybody know?
No, I think the Bengals are the favorite, though. But I mean, with the Bengals, I think if they can clean up the defense a little bit, they got TJ Slayton and they got BJ Hill coming back, so that should help fortify some of the run defense that we've been missing the first couple games of preseason. They got Trey Hendrickson coming back. Is he going to be on a snap count, or is he going to play full go?
I think he's going to play full go.
That's going to help.
So right now, the Bengals are favored by 5.5 points.
So,
and I hate that. I hate when we're the favorites.
Yeah, I just think everybody just knows that Cleveland's not very good.
Offensively.
Defenses, yes, they're still really good. So I mean, if Joe Flacco can just do enough, and the one issue I have is us stopping the run. It seems like we struggle to stop the run against Cleveland.
But does Cleveland really have a good run offense? Ford starting?
I mean, apparently that kid behind him is actually really pretty good.
Yeah, who's that kid?
No, it's like Dylan something.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the Ohio State guy. They didn't.
No, Junkins. No. So they
Bullshit. A bullshit.
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 Anyway. So move off of that. So we know the Browns has a 50-50 offense.
Dylan
Let's
Sampson.
just say that, okay? Let's just say they have a 50-50 offense, okay? But the Bengals also, I think they have a 50-50 defense. I mean, I think they do. I mean, trust me, it looks like some in practices when Joe Burrow's throwing against our fucking A1 defense, our A1 offense is winning 9 out of 10 times, which is not the best of stats, obviously. But if you look at it, man, that's proven offense right there, honestly. I mean, we got a lot of effective weapons, dude. It's kind of scary to say, hey, we're like, we don't know who to give the ball to, but let's go. Let's just dominate. Let's hopefully win the coin toss. And from a couple years ago, where I said, hey, we want the ball, give me the ball, let's get the ball, so we can score right away. Because that's almost a proven guarantee in the first drive for us. Like, we have a game plan coming out right away where we're going to score and we're going to nail it down. Now, at the end of the game, are we keeping that consistency up? Probably not. But this offense is going to fire on all cylinders as long as Joey B is healthy as shit. And how do we protect that? With our depth.
Yep.
We got some proven depth this year. I mean, the big signing of Dawson Reisner, but he's not going to start. And I understand. I kind of understand that. I really do. He's only been with us for a week. And Patrick's been with us for the whole preseason. So let's just say.
No, I mean, I can see where ESPN, they can say we can lose 4 out of the first 5 games. I mean, we've got a brutal 3-game stretch against playoff teams from last year with Minnesota, with Denver, and also Detroit. So, Denver worries me. Minnesota's an unknown, really. You got J.J. McCarthy coming off the ACL, an MCL tear from last year. Jordan Addison's out. So they got Justin Jefferson. So if we can stop that, I think we'd be good. We just got to stop the run. Get past their defense. Their defense is pretty stout. Then Detroit. They lost a defensive coordinator and an offensive coordinator. And typically when that happens, you're going to have some issues on both sides of the balls. Just look at Philadelphia a couple years ago. Won the Super Bowl or lost the Super Bowl, and then the next year they weren't very good, and they were calling for the head coach's job.
Let's shut back, like you said. Shut back. So Cleveland, I think we got that in the hand, honestly.
We should.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think we got that. Jacksonville at home, I think we got that, honestly. So that's 2-0. I think we got it. Jacksonville, they have no secondary, really. They really don't.
No, I mean, I think their offense is going to be better. So
Travis Hunter on fucking Chase? Are you kidding me? Nice try, buddy.
No, I said I think their
nice
offense
try,
will be fine. I think with Brian Thomas Jr.
So,
Good.
So let's jump to Minnesota. At Minnesota, okay? J.J. McCarthy. Who?
He's an unknown. This is technically his rookie year.
I mean, so that's the 3rd game of the year. Addison's out for that game because he's suspended for the first 3 games. They got Thielen on their one side, and they got Jefferson on their side. if he's healthy, which I get, but let's just pay attention to that. So our defense, we're going to watch out for Jefferson. Let Thielen do his thing.
Yep.
Let Aaron do his running game. See what he can do. Hankerson, good tight end. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I think we start off 3-0 easily. At Denver, fuck man, Denver has a great defense. Don't get me fucking wrong, but
I mean, we
I think our
exposed
offense is way better.
that defense in the playoffs though, with our offense. You know,
Exactly. I mean, they weren't shit, dude. Honestly,
but I think they got better. They got another year with Bo Nix. They've got another weapon. So
who's the other weapon?
Oh fuck! I don't even know who they got. I mean, they got a better running game with
PJ Harvin. Harvey.
Yeah, PJ Harvey. They
Harvey.
got J.K. Dobbins now. So I
don't get me wrong. Dobbins is a good ass running back with some potential to score touchdowns when healthy. But again, health about his ass. It's early in the year.
But I think they got another defensive. I think they got better on defense too. I think they signed a couple of defensive players to make it better. So speaking of that, who wins that division this year? The AFC West. Is it going to be the Chiefs, or are we going to go with the Broncos or the Chargers? The Raiders are going to be interesting.
I know some people were predicting the Broncos are going to win it. Now, that's the hard part. Is I'll be honest with you, like Josh is going to be upset with me. I'm about to talk shit about the girl, but like
do we want to be truthful, or do we be truthful, or do we not?
No, be truthful.
Kansas City's going to win. Kansas City's going to win.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. I think Kansas City's probably going to win it again. Yes, because one, I mean, Mahomes is a good quarterback. The referees love him. Do I hope that Kelsey gets syphilis on his wedding night? Yes. Like, I don't know, but, maybe he can't play for a few weeks. You're muted now, fucker.
Not so fast, my friends. Not so fast. I don't think Kansas City wins that division. I am with the pundits behind this. I think it goes back to the Broncos. And let me tell you the reason why. Look at Kansas City last year. Kansas City was absolutely terrible with a lot of these games. They won, yes, because a lot of the refs, they had a lot of calls go their way. They had a lot of one-score games. Now you've got 3 teams in your division that have gotten better, while your team has gotten older, and also you've lost your number one receiver for 6 weeks. So how are you going to overcome that? Travis Kelce hasn't been Travis Kelce in 3 years. He's not that big of a playmaker anymore. That was Patrick Mahomes' main target, and he hasn't created that magic with any of the receivers yet. Besides, it was he started with Rashee Rice, but now he's going to be out. Denver, they're up and coming. They're young. I think they're hungry. Sean Payton has improved that team offensively and defensively, and they probably should have won both the games last year. San Diego, what have they have been slowly doing? Building their offensive line and their defensive line. They probably had the best offensive line in football. So what are they going to do? They're going to smash mouth you. They're going to wear your defensive line out. So Chris Jones on the defensive side of Kansas City, he's going to be worn out. Karlaftis, he's going to be worn out. So, and they got another weapon for Justin Herbert. Yes, I know he's older now, but Keenan Allen can play. He had a down year in Chicago, but we all know Chicago wasn't very good last year with Caleb Williams. So now you've got a better offense with Justin Herbert, Ladd McConkey being his second year. Keenan Allen back, and then you still got your home run hitter in Johnston. Oakland, they've made moves to improve. They've got a new quarterback. They've got probably the best tight end in football with Brock Bowers. They've got a decent running back coming in Ashley Genty. So Pete Carroll is known for smash mouth, run the ball down your face and keeping the game close and winning these tight games. So I think Kansas City is going to have a tough time this year. I have Denver winning this division. That's my not so fast. Lee Corso, 6 for 6 on his last picks. So I'm going 1 for 1 in this division. Denver Broncos wins it.
Hey, Josh, that sounds like a pool prediction.
That's not a prediction. That is a spoiler. In my Paul Heyman. It's a spoiler. They would be proud of me right now.
You know, the only thing I'm glad about, we on that little rant right there, you didn't yawn one time. I'm proud.
I didn't yawn one time?
You didn't yawn one time in that rant. Good for you, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Me and Joe were talking. You're like, oh, I'm tired. Steve, Brian kept me up late last night. But it's all good.
Man, are you getting jealous too, Brian? What the fudge?
Me? You can have him, man. Take him away from me. He's all yours, man. He's your man.
No.
He's my she man. I got Joe all day long. That's all that matters.
Ooh, my brother Joe? I already know.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. That chair just went down a little bit there, Joe?
No.
The noise.
Him going.
Actually, it was my printer. Anyway, all right, my friends, we are going to wrap it up there. As usual, appreciate anyone that is watching. Matt's wife, thank you for being our one person that watches all the time consistently.
We gotta watch the playback.
At least my wife's doing it. Your wives aren't doing it.
I know. True. I've sent my wife and she deletes it. I'm like, you fucking.
She just listens to it in the background with her earbuds in.
My wife don't even listen to it. She's like, I hear your voice enough. I'm like, bullshit. But for those that are listening, again, if you have any topics, feel free to send it to us. If you would like to join our conversations, please feel free to reach out. We would love to have guests on. I'm actually working on getting a couple people that from my school that I was at to join us, different perspectives. It should be a shit show. It should be fun.
It's always a good show.
I love a shit show. They're good people, and and I wouldn't have them on if they weren't. And it's just getting different perspectives, and that's one thing that whether you agree with what we say on here or not. We are always open to talking and having a discussion. We may not agree with you and you may not agree with us, but at the end of the day, we're not going to disrespect you. And, unlike certain politicians and stuff like that. But anyway.
Not so fast, my friend.
Okay. I might call you stupid, but.
Josh is the worst part. You don't talk. So keep going, Joe. Sorry.
Anyway. All right, join us next time on another episode of Idiocracy Talk Radio.
It's idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide? It ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, it's the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic. Yeah.
Ladies.